What's up guys, James here with Magic Shop San Diego to bring you another review, and today we are reviewing the Fadeaway Deck. So this is a new trick by Philpott that's coming out very soon. I'm going to go through the cards rating system, let you know everything that you need to know about this wonderful trick. But before we do that, we're going to watch the trailer right now, and I will see you guys in a moment.
Hi, I'm Philpott, and this is Fadeaway Deck. The Fadeaway Deck is my version of Ralph W. Hull's metal photography deck. In metal photography, the cards change from blank to being an entire complete deck, and then turn to blank again. In the Fadeaway Deck, the cards slowly fade from solid to blank, extending the magical moment, and it makes it seem even more like a modern movie special effect. All completely
What? That's so amazing! That's so cool!
The video includes many variations. You can start with a blank deck. This is what a deck of cards looks like before they're printed. Make one or two cards appear and then the entire deck appear, which slowly fades away. You can start with a real deck and have a card chosen. Please remember that card. Fade away. And then the entire deck fades away except for the chosen card.
Are you dead?
You can even reveal a wrong card. Unfortunately, I did not get that. Error 404, card not found, which causes the deck to crash, leaving only their chosen card.
Wow. Awesome.
You can start off doing this effect straight out of the box, and then look at some of the instructions by myself and some of my friends who are sleight of hand experts, and maybe add one or two so you can make it a more powerful effect and learn sleight of hand along the way. I hope you will enjoy the Fadeaway Deck, and I know your audience as well.
What the heck?
It's gonna crash, fade away.
Oh wow!
All right, looks good. Yeah, let's talk about the cost, right? Cost on this is $25, which is honestly a steal. It really is, because you know the whole thing is this is worth it. I truly believe it is underpriced, which is a rare thing for me to say. Usually for a gaff deck like this, they would normally charge 40 bucks. So what do you get with this wonderful $25 deck, you may ask, right? First, you get the cover, nothing, right? You get a deck of cards which is printed by USPCC and then also gimmicked by Murphy's Magic. So they do a little bit more adapting to it by doing that. You get the instructions, which is the link here, as well as talking a little bit of the history of the Fadeaway deck. You get this awesome 404 air card, which I think is hilarious, and I think you can use this, and they kind of show you a few things you could do with it, which is fun. An extra 7 of hearts, because in the instructions they say everyone needs an extra 7 of hearts, and then you get the gaff deck, right? So this is the Fadeaway deck, which is awesome in my opinion. I must say it's a great effect that is honestly very, very easy to do. So the difference between this and the nudist Deckerman's photography deck is that it will slowly fade away, obviously, right? So fade away into this blank, back to not being printed deck of cards. The concept of this is awesome, right? You take a deck of cards, show it's blank, go through showing that the cards like print themselves, right? And then you can show that they're printed, and then slowly fading away, showing it back to the whole turning back in time all the way back to when they were not printed at all. I think the concept and visual nature of this is killer, right? I think it's amazing. So with this, you also get an hour-long explanation to how to use the Fadeaway deck. There are a few routines that he kind of shares with you. Also, the entire thing has a few extra magicians in there as well. It's kind of showing you, I know Steve Valentine's on there and stuff like that, so they're kind of showing you different moves, different things you could do with this deck, which is kind of fun and interesting to see other people's perspective on this, which is always nice. Angles, are there angles? Kinda, not really. I mean, not like angles to like mess up the tricks, but there are angles to be able to do the trick in a better way. So like if I were to show you this way, it would look more visual of it vanishing versus doing it at a different angle, and it doesn't look as good, but that's really it. The angles aren't really an issue with this trick at all. So reset and repeat ability, right? Reset time, instant. Take the deck, put it back in the box, you're reset, ready to go. There's not much to it. So it's very simple as far as that goes. Not that you would normally repeat this trick just because it's not really, the routine isn't going to change unless, you know, you had multiple routines with it, but there's really not much to change with it. It's kind of just is what it is. But there is no reset. So you just put it back into the box and you're good to go, which is great. Difficulty on this, I would say, is intermediate. Kind of based on if you've ever handled this deck before, it's going to be a lot easier as far as the mental photography deck or the nudist deck. If you've ever handled those before, this will be a lot easier for you to get down than someone that's never touched one of those deck cards before. With this, the better you are with handling cards, the more magical I think this could look. So if you're really, really good at handling cards, this could look extremely magical. If you're a beginner, it could look like it's a gimmick deck of cards where you're flipping through, kind of like a Svengali deck, if you've ever seen one of those or anything like that. If you're flipping through, you know, it doesn't look as good as someone that's very free and light with the cards. So the better you are with this and the more practice you put into this, the better it can look, which is the beauty of this magical deck of cards, which I think it really is a magical deck of cards. So score, what would I rate this? I'd give this a whole 89%. I think this is fantastic. For 25 bucks, it is killer. There's really not much negative to say about it other than the fact that it might take a little bit of practice if you've never worked with this deck before. I won't carry this around with me on the daily. That's why I give it an 89%. But I think that if there's anything that I'm thinking about how to make a card, deck cards disappear or things like that, this will definitely be in the forefront because it's slow motion and the magical moments of it slowly fading away is fantastic. So I definitely would keep this in the back of my head and we'll have this deck just in case. But awesome effect, and I know you guys will really enjoy this. So 89, solid score for this. As always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys liked the video, please hit that thumbs up, hit those notification buttons so that you know when we put out more reviews, because I know you want to know every time we put out a review. And also subscribe to our channel because that obviously lets you know that we are here and we are here for you. So if you guys have any questions or want to know anything more about this product, please leave that below in the comments. We're reading all the comments. We'll be glad to answer any questions you have. If you're interested in this product, we're going to put the link in the description below so you can purchase that, as well as a link to a mental photography deck, because if you never handled that before, that's always a good thing to have, and you could check that out below. Also, within that description, there will be a link for a way to save 10% on your first purchase with Magic Shop San Diego, and I will see you guys in the next one.